I received 40 negative feedbacks on eBay. That's terrifying. Anybody help me? How did I find out? Do you always check eBay feedback, like clicking on the feedback score, making sure that you don't receive negative feedback? Imagine 40 negative feedbacks. I'm like, what? After 18 years of selling, I've never received 40 negative feedbacks in one day. But this one was from one single buyer. So what I did, I spoke with my virtual assistant because she's taking care of our eBay messages. Explain me, what was the communication with them? And so we went through back and forth with the messages and checking the one that she sent, the one that they received. It appears that they've been buying from us for a long time, like for a few months. And they are frequent buyers, they're repeat customer. I mean, they've been buying from us every 2-3 weeks, and they would buy like big purchases, like 15 items, 5 items, 10 items. And I was like, well, so what happened? And there was no indication that he complained. There was only one time that he opened up a case. Some kind of loud music tonight. And it's Monday. Can you see this? Imagine how it's on Friday and Saturday. So it appears that they opened up a case at the end of December last year, 2019, because of one package they haven't received. So my virtual assistant, she's supposed to check with the post office, and she forgot. She forgot to even to reply to the buyer through the case. So I don't blame her, because she's working hard. We have lots of messages on eBay. The buyer is supposed to send us a follow-up message. Have you checked on the package and the tracking? So it appears that the package was stuck in West Palm Beach post office, and this was the last tracking information. So she's supposed to call the post office and also open up the case at the USPS.com. That's what we do when the package gets stuck. It wasn't lost, it just was stuck in transit. So luckily for us, they left negative feedback for the packages they did receive. So half of them were for the ones that they didn't, and half of them for the ones that they did receive. So what we did, I called eBay and I said the buyer left us negative feedback and they received the package. So they were very nice, since we're a long time eBay member, and the customer service on eBay is amazing. So she was very nice, and she said, oh, no worries, I will remove this between 12 to 24 hours. Like after 15 minutes, all of the 40 negative feedbacks were removed. And this is really great, because even though we don't have that many negative feedbacks, and we never solicit, you would send flyers to buyers, please give us positive feedback for the great service if you have any problems. More music. All right, so we don't solicit feedback, so we don't send those flyers, because we have so many positive feedback that we don't care much. But for 40 negative feedbacks, it really worries me, because it's really like a bad stain. Even if we usually have 1,000 feedbacks per month. We allow ourselves to receive few negative feedback, 2, 3, maybe 4. But 14 in one day, and then from one buyer, it's really ugly, looks ugly on your feedback profile. So they were able to remove those feedbacks in 15 minutes. It was amazing. Congratulations on the eBay customer support. Here's the twist, something else happened. I asked the eBay representative, should I put him on the block list? Because they also have another transaction, so they may shoot more negative feedback. They had dozens of transactions throughout this period of 90 days. And she said, well, definitely, I would suggest to put him on the block list, because he's causing you problems. And so even if they give you negative feedback, you can call us and we will remove it. Okay, so I ended the call, and I spoke with my virtual assistant, be more careful, and communicate with the buyer. What happened was, after a few days, they left another negative feedback. What is happening? You know what the feedback would say? Seller has ability to remove negative feedbacks. And then they put at the end, learn something new. And then what? Again, another negative feedback. Then they would leave another 2 negative feedbacks after 2 days. But now they were angry. I mean, she was angry. She was angry, but it's a she. She was angry because we were able to remove negative feedback. So she kept shooting more negative feedbacks, you know. This is something really strange because she still had some unpaid item that she was supposed to pay, and she paid on time, and we were sending them. There was another 3 items. She paid and we sent them. So we brought her a message. What would you do in this case? Dear buyer, we issued refund for the items that got lost in mail, and we're still trying to recover the package. So you may still receive them. And please don't give us more negative feedback because we called eBay and they suggested us to put you on a block list, because all of our transactions were decent and they always check communication and our messages, and everything was fine on our part. One of the things is you always have to watch on those messages, because some buyers, they get angry if you don't reply right away. That's why we have virtual assistants in place for our eBay and our Shopify store. They reply messages daily. But this was definitely a one-time experience. We never know what might happen. So luckily for us, eBay was able to help us. They were very nice. And the buyer, well, for now, he stopped giving us negative feedback. So hopefully this was good enough and they will just continue buying somewhere else. We don't like to block anybody. We always like to resolve, but sometimes you just have to do it because they just keep on coming and coming and coming at you. So you know, you want to prevent this. If you like this video, click on one of my other videos that I have a playlist, eBay playlist, how to improve your slow eBay sales, how to become rich by selling on eBay, how you can remove negative feedback on eBay, how to hire virtual assistant, how to hire help. When you have lots of orders, you will need help. So you can also do some other things that are important, like investing, doing research, investing in new products, new ideas, and maybe even opening a website, because you know you never can depend only on one business. So if you enjoyed this video, also share with some of your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because Dragan knows.